Hello everyone and welcome to this Destiny 2 review that I'm doing currently now. I've waited a long time to do this and it's probably not for the best since everyone's already got their videos out online talking about this game and their thoughts about it, so I'm finally now doing this and discussing what I think needs to be changed and something that we can just discuss about Destiny 2 in general. Now, the first thing I want to discuss is what most people had a problem with the beginning was in the story mode was the lack of energy ammo or heavy ammo in a sense. People couldn't find it. It just wasn't there. I played a few games of Strike and I noticed that it was scarce to find heavy ammo in general. And they didn't make a thing saying they were going to fix this, so just be aware. Probably already know that they are fixing that problem. So, next thing I wanted to talk about is one thing that I noticed in Destiny is currently in Crucible, the pulse rifle is the go-to gun to use in Crucible. It literally outguns, outbeats every other gun in existence. So I feel like the pulse rifles could use a little bit of a toning down, just a tad, or you can improve some other gun, mostly I guess. But yeah, taking down on the pulse rifle might be the best in a sense, but that's just my opinion. Secondly, the grenades. I don't feel the grenades like recharge fast enough. They recharge so slow. It literally feels like you're waiting 5 minutes to get one grenade to use it the next moment and then have to wait another 5 minutes to use it. It could save your life in so many gunfights or in situations where you're playing strikes against minions, but that's something I feel like they need to tone up on. Make the grenade recharge a bit faster so we can use it. Because it's not like how it was. We don't really have problems with the grenades in Destiny. It's just a recharge rate. And thirdly, the Tomahawk also needs to be recharged as well a little bit faster, but that's just honestly my opinion. It does kind of recharge fast, but it doesn't if you get my drift. I just feel like it needs a little bit of a charge, but you can leave it how it is. It's I guess perfectly fine, but the real problem I've noticed with it is when you hit someone, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. It doesn't feel like it does anything. And the one perk that it has for hunters is the tomahawk will explode on the wall where you throw it, but the problem is they have to really be standing next to the area affected to really get the full brunt of that explosion. And even still, it really doesn't feel like it does much. That's really something that hunters need an improvement on. Is we need the improvement with nades and the tomahawks because that's really our go-to things we have to use on Gunslinger as the grenades and the tomahawks versus the warlocks who have their really long melee, better melee range than we do, and the titans who have like their fist of panic and shoulder charge. Now, with a super said, the golden gun is okay, and it goes away shortly. You only have 6 bullets, and it's kind of okay, but the Donatello staff blade dancer thing we have going on, I don't really feel like it's the best super. It's kind of, in fact, the worst super out of all of them, to be honest. It's so clunky and kind of weird to use and try to hit somebody with. It's you can easily evade it just by flying upwards. It's really horrible, to be honest. I wish there was something they could do and improve it for us because I feel like the hunters in this game just didn't really get the cut. We've got drawn back. Like we've taken the brunt of Destiny's nerf with this one. That they paid more attention to the Warlock and Titan than they have to us. That's what it's starting to look like. And the Titan with its Fist of Panic, where you can Fist Panic 9 times, yeah, you know that it's gonna be an issue, but it's somewhat okay. But you can still kill it. But it's just like any other super. You just gotta find a way to do it, or pop another super on top of it. Now the Captain America's shield is okay. The other problem people are gonna have with it is that the fact you block with it, that's gonna be annoying, and tomahawk with you, but overly all it's fair. You can say at least it's more fair than the Fist of Panic that you get like 9 times. Now the Nova Bomb, you all know tracks you, but you have a chance to run away with it. Now the Dawn Guard, not really sure if I'm saying the name right, is okay to be honest. It's a fair super. They just have to hit you with the blade or the energy attack that comes from the blade itself, like the Hammer of Soul. And that's basically all there is to it. You can easily dodge it or kill somebody who has it with a super or heavy ammo if you have it. Now, like I said, grenades need a buff, tomahawks somewhat need a buff. They can be left where they are, it's fine. Now, with the super set in general, I feel like when you're playing Destiny 2, you only really get your destiny. Yeah, it is your destiny. But you only get your super like once, and even that, it's like a waste a lot of the time because it'll pop up in the feed that you've used your golden gun, your bubble, or anything that, and most people are gonna run away and dip out on you. Like, I think what they should change it to is if you're going off amazingly, you should get your super at least three times in the game. Two is the bare minimum, like saying you're doing okay, you're in the middle, you're not one of the people who hasn't got a single kill yet, and you're not like struggling really hard, but you're doing somewhat decent and you're capturing zones for your team and all that, and you're helping. Then it should be like the bare minimum of 2 to 3. That's what I'm talking about. 3 supers in total, 2 being the bare minimum. That would make it a lot more fair for other people and more enjoyable so people could actually use their supers that they really want to use. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure most people are going to be like, it's fair as it is, but I just feel like if we could use our supers a little bit more, it might make it a little better. Now, the problem with the Titan, as you just saw there, is that shield he just popped that they can hide behind and crouch behind. That is so annoying. But the real annoying part is the other shield. They place like a shield wall, which damages you if you go into the shield, and mostly Titans will run that. And literally, it's so awful because trying to fight someone with the whole team behind that is just like it's not going to happen. And if you're going to run the Blade Dancer for the Hunter, I'm just going to keep calling it Blade Dancer, but you really want to run all speed is what you really should be doing in the first place because you're playing a Hunter, but most people want to run resilience and understand that, but running the speed key is going to help you a lot with that, but I do think the Hunters need a bit something else to help us out here because we really didn't get a lot out of this game, to be honest. We got the fucking short end of the straw, if you could say, with this super game versus the Warlocks and the Titans. That being said, that's not good. Oh. What else? Can't think of anything else. Crucible rewards needs to be buffed. Get better armor and weapons. That would be very, very good. If only that would work. On the faction system, if only they improved the faction system to where you could get better rewards for playing said faction and leveling them up than you got in Destiny 1, because leveling up a faction did not give you much, but it gave you some nice skins, but they were trash. Let's be honest here. Them skins were nothing to be fighting over. If they can give like a mission to these certain groups and something that makes it more intriguing to stick around, it'd be nice. But who knows if they'll do that. Story mode's okay. Story, they've improved a lot from Destiny 1, but since it's the only opening story, we don't know. It could possibly be good. It could possibly be bad. We will just have to find out. That being said, it looks like an interesting story. Looks like it'll be fun. If they continue with the shit they put in the first one, I see no problems with it. What else is there really to address? There's the guns, the supers, the tomahawks, the story itself. The vehicles, I don't know much about. I don't know about the vehicles. They look weird. Like some freaking Dragon Ball Z shit. If you've seen some of them vehicles that in Xenoverse 2, reminds me a lot of that. But that being said, That's really all I really can think about. I think the pistols are okay. They feel kind of good. Some of the submachine guns are meh at best. Some of them I like, some of them are just hit and miss. It depends on the person. Scout rifles I have not used, because, let's be honest, the pulse rifles, the subs, those are the key winners of any game so far. Sidearms are hit and miss with some people. It's 50-50. Some people don't like it. Some people do love it. It's not like the sidearms of the old days, but we'll see how that turns out. If it's really broken, they'll fix it. If not, they'll leave it as is. And yeah, that's basically my opinions on the Destiny beta. I mean, I think it has a lot of potential, to be honest. Destiny 1 really got our hopes up somewhat and kind of dashed them a lot. There was a lot of things we didn't like and really weren't present in the first game that are kind of here in the second game. The gunfights are smooth and clean. Gameplay, mechanics, graphics, all are good. Sound too. But I think there's a lot of improvement, like I said, with some of the things they could bring up and fix, but that's just up to, this is my opinion, and whether they do it or not is up to the Bungie development team and whoever's monitoring the game and the community and what they want. Because in Destiny 1, there were a lot of changes that were brought about that weren't always good. You can all admit, we bulleted them into fixing a lot of things that really shouldn't be fixed and broke in the end. But as I said, that's my opinion. Take it any way you possibly can. I do like and enjoy the game so far, but I will be waiting to see how the final product of the game turns out. But hope to see y'all next time. Hope to see y'all in the tower. And peace out as always. Take care and be safe.